I'm Dave. This is the Cyderbaby pod, and today I'm talking to the legend that is Magnus Karlsson. Hello, sir.
Hey, how are you?
I'm pretty good, thank you. You're looking well.
Yeah, I'm here in my studio writing some new music, so I'm doing good.
More new music. I mean, you are just a never-ending flow of music, aren't you, sir?
Yeah, I have a lot of inspiration in the morning. So I usually start my day to write some new metal.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you've just released an album, Hunt the Flame, on Magnus Karlsson's Freefall moniker. Just tell me about the album. Tell me how it came to be.
Yeah. Yeah, it's my fourth solo album, and after the first one, I said I will never do one more solo album, but now I've done four. So yeah, it's quite a lot of work compared to other projects I do, or because it's my own stuff, and it takes a lot of time, and I have all these guest singers too that are great. But yeah, I'm very happy with it.
Yeah, I mean, you actually write and you produce and you play just about everything on the album itself. I mean, that is an incredible amount of work in itself.
It's a lot, and I got some help this time. Jane Gold helped with some lyrics, and also a couple of the singers also was writing.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was really good to have some help.
You've managed to pull yet again another group of great vocalists to help you with the album. I mean, just go through a few of the guys. What I suppose the question is, how do you pick a vocalist for a particular song? Do you just think, yeah, in your brain that you go, right, yeah, that guy will sound brilliant on that album, or do you just?
Mhm. I mean, I'm always checking out new singers, and if I hear a great singer, I add the singer's name to a list I have, and then when I think about it, that would be great for this album, and then I write a song that I think will suit the singer. So um, I don't have a bunch of songs and then get the singers. I have the singers in mind first, and then I write the songs.
Okay. So the vocalist's fairly open to coming on your album and singing.
Yeah, most of them. I didn't have to force anyone. There were a couple of ones that couldn't make it this time, but yeah. But usually they are, they want to do it, and most of them want to hear the song first
Yeah.
before they say yes. And I think that's great. So they don't do it, for the money or anything. They do it for the music.
Mm. Well, you briefly touched on Jane Gold there. I mean, I interviewed the lady last year when she released her album. I mean, have you got her to sing on an album yet, or on a track, or?
No, no, I haven't asked her. No, maybe in the future.
I think you
Yeah,
should.
I know she's a singer. Yeah, I know she's a singer too. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's go through the album then. Hunt the Flame. Tell me about that track.
Yeah, that's the title track, the first track on the album, and Alexander Strandell is singing, a great singer. We did a video for it, and I mean, I guess you would call the style metal, but Alexander, he is more of a, I don't know, a pop rock singer, but I think the mix is really cool to have that kind of singer. It doesn't have to be, the typical power metal singer always. So I'm very happy with the result.
Okay. Well, I mean, there's so many tracks. There's 11 tracks there. I mean, my particular favorites are Far From Home.
Hmm.
So what was the thinking behind that little track? You got James on
Yeah,
vocals there.
yeah, James Robledo. Yeah, I would say that track is very typical for me. Yeah, I mean, if you hear it, you will recognize it. It's my style. I like this long, epic intros with almost like a soundtrack. And yeah, James, he sounds pretty close to Russell Allen. I think he has the
Yeah.
same kind of voice, and it suits perfect to that song. And yeah. I'm really happy with the result. It came out great, and we did a video for that one as well.
Yeah, yeah, you can check that out on YouTube. It's quite a good video as well. So well done for
Yeah,
that.
thanks. Yeah.
Um, I suppose Holy Ground and Demons of Our Time are my two other favorite
Mhm.
tracks. I mean, a little bit different from each other. I mean, how your thought process, do you have a concept in mind when you're writing the songs, or do you have just say a standalone track? You think, no, that's it, that's one track, that's what it sounds like, it's
Mhm.
unrelated to all the other tracks. I mean,
Yeah, I just try to make the best track as possible, and but of course, if I have a lot of tracks in the same tempo or the same style, I'm thinking about it. When I have 6 or 7 songs, I start to think about it. I can't have 10 ballads or something. I have to, but otherwise, I just try to make the best as possible. It's not like I don't know if you remember, I did a metal opera called The Heart Healer. That was a
yeah,
big difference. I had to really think about the whole thing and the lyrics and in a different way.
yeah. I mean, Heart Healer I thought was a fantastic album. It's, like you say, a concept album. And are you going to do more of that?
That's the plan. I'm not sure when, because I have a lot of stuff booked in the studio now, but hopefully I will start on it next year, but I'm not sure. But that's the plan anyway. When I wrote the contract, we wrote a deal for 3 albums, so
Okay,
that's the plan.
okay. I mean, it's quite a, I suppose, a cinematic concept album, because it's you could see the whole album coming out on screen as well as through the speakers.
Yeah,
Would there
that
be any,
was the goal.
yeah, would there be any plans to make a movie to go alongside some of your music?
That would be awesome. I mean, I'm really into I'm really into soundtracks and trailer music and all that, and that's why I did a metal opera, because my intros was getting longer and longer, and maybe I could do something like that. And yeah, but that would be super to do something like that. Maybe for the next one, I'll think about it. I guess it's a different kind of budget to make.
Yeah, I'm sure
Yeah,
Frontiers will put the money up.
yeah, 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 for sure.
I think James Cameron's quite quiet at the moment. I'm sure he can make something visually to go along with it. So
Yeah, absolutely.
okay. Back to the album. The I mean, these albums are just so great. I do like Hunt the Flame. It's certainly different from every other kind of power metal or symphonic metal or any other kind of metal about. It's like you say, the long intros and the melodies and the stuff like that. Everything that's going on is just that little bit different to everything else that's being released at the same time. And I find it so refreshing to hear something like that. So thank you for that.
Great to hear. Thanks.
Please don't change your style, because it's something I look forward to. Magnus Karlsson's releasing an album. It's great. That's brilliant. That's me down for the next couple of months, just listen
Mhm.
to that solid. So um
Cool.
so if you had a choice of working with anybody, collaborating on an album, say, who would your dream choice of musicians be?
Oh, there are so many, but I mean, I wouldn't say no thanks to Halford, if he could sing a song. Um, Coverdale would be
Yeah.
great too, of
Mm,
course. And I don't know if you remember, but I wrote Bob Catley's solo album. I guess it's 10 years ago or maybe more, and I would love to do something more with him. But he's been really busy with Magnum and Avantasia too, so that
yeah.
would be cool.
Yeah.
But I have to say, I got the chance to work with a lot of my dream artists. So yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah. I suppose, well, I interviewed Bob back in December, I suppose it must have been, with Magnum, and he's such a lovely guy as well, but his voice has been quite constant throughout the entire career.
Yeah,
And
really. I saw them last summer, and yeah, it was still. It sounds like the albums. It sounds
yeah,
great.
yeah. Another guy you've worked with, Black Sabbath's Tony Martin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a dream. Yeah, I don't know how many times I listened to Fyhr and Headless Cross and those albums, and I saw them. When was it? 89 or 1991 on Sweden Rock, the festival,
yeah.
when I was just a teenager, and yeah, it was a great moment and a great inspiration. And I actually I asked him on the first Freefall album, and he said, "Yeah, it's a great song, but it's not my style. So, but if you have something else, so send me." So I tried it on the next one, Kingdom of Rock, and then he said, "Yeah, it's a great song, but I need to change the lyrics." And I said, "Yeah, go ahead. I mean, you are the best lyric writer I know. You can do." And yeah, so that came out really, really cool, and I love his voice. And then he did on the last one too. We co-wrote 2 songs that he did.
Mm. Okay, so that's dream vocalists. What about dream musician, guitarists, or drummers, or people like that? I mean, who would you like to dual guitars with?
Yeah, if I take someone really good, that then I look bad. I'm a big fan of. I always liked Steve Morse,
Yeah.
that played a long time in Deep Purple. I like his tone. I have the same guitar as him. I'm a really fanboy, and I mean, there are so many great guitar players now, and but that would be really cool. Steve Morse or Steve Vai would
Mm.
also be great.
Okay. Well, you look very busy there next to your desk, so I'm not going to hold you up too much longer. Everybody
Yeah,
can buy or stream Hunt the Flame now, because I believe it's been out, what, a couple of weeks now?
yeah, that's correct.
Yep. And I look forward to hearing new music from yourself, sir, in the near future.
Yeah, there will be. Right now, I'm writing on the next Alan Olson. No, not the Alan Olson. The Annette Olson solo
Yeah.
album.
Oh, right.
So,
Okay. That's good. I do like her as well, so that's something to look forward to. Thank you for your time, sir. I know you're busy, and hopefully we'll bump into each other one day soon.
yeah, great. Thank you very much. Great talking to you.
And you.
Bye.